Hey guys, Starcaster here, and welcome to my new Mountain Blade 300 series, where we take two different types of units, 150 of each, and we make them fight each other in a total battle of 300 units. In this case, we're finding out the better archer unit of a Clash of Kings mod for this game. And as you can see, I am holding the elite Northern Archer units, and my opponent, Sir Kyle Condon's party, is holding the elite Vale Longbowmen, two of which are argued the best archer units for this game. In this fight, we're just going to do what our opponent does, more than likely, and just tell our men to hold position. We're going to keep them from firing and see what the enemy does real quick. We'll even take their general out real fast if we have to. At this point, I feel like these types of archers would be in a line firing. The Vale archers are half, more like a infantry archer hybrid. But they might form a line. They've been shooting for a while now. Now keep in mind, these are elite northern archers. They do not have longbows. The Vale archers do, so there is a distinct range difference, as you can see, so we'll move them up. We'll probably use a unit or two, lose a unit or two. But I've come to notice that the Vale archers are actually less accurate than the Raventree archers, but the whole melee advantage they have is incredible. Are they really moving up? No, do not attack the archer enemy division. Jeez. As you can see, these archers are just being wrecked, but it very may well be the way I'm just controlling them. They wanted to misbehave. We'll take a chance and tell them to hold their fire, get them back in line, and fire well. Okay, let's see how things go now. Now let's get a closer look at these. We got men trying to rout. Let's get a closer look at these Vale archers. Oh shit, our horse is almost dead. Let's get a closer look at them and see why we hadn't even had a single kill yet. I've also chosen the Vale and the Northern Elite because they're both units are more accessible in the game. As you can see, oh, there's the horse. As you see these guys, they're armored, so they're weak to, well, not weak, they're weak to blunt weapons. Okay, we are back. As you can see, I have the one. We both have 150 again, except this time I will have the Vale archers, and he will have the Northern Elite archers. So we're basically going to do kind of what he did. We'll tell our men to gather together, because one, our archers can start shooting way earlier than he can, and then we're going to take him out again real quick, unless our archers do. Oh, they'll stab. I might lose a guy to this because I just messed up. Of course. People and elite northern archers are already dying. We'll even hold fire for them. We'll hold fire till our very first guy dies. And this is also a really good thing about the Vale archers. They have shields. Alright, we'll open fire again. Now that they have an opportunity. They're close. But these archers in just in general, the only thing that they lack is they have a sword. And in the Clash of Kings, we all know the swords, I mean, it's nice to have a sword, but we would rather have a blunt weapon because everyone's normally heavily armored. Normally everyone. We'll even make the same mistake as to moving our men forward. And the whole attack the enemy division thing, we'll let them like move and spread out and stuff. Like we made the mistake with the Northern Archers. It's like they're in skirmish mode. They're moving forward as they're attacked. And then as any, oh there, we had our first staff too. And now we'll tell them to charge because they're for their melee portion. Hold your fire and charge. Now, if you guys do want me to move into the crossbows, I'll take any comment. Just let me know. Also, after this battle, just to show you guys the difference, which actually, even though the elite Northern Archers are accessible, I do have 150 Raven Tree Archers, just to show you guys who would win that fight. So if you want to stick around, I will control the Raven Tree Archers. I'll even do my best to give the Raven Tree Archers a slim advantage over these elite Veil Longbowmen with their armor and shields and swords. And we'll see how that turns out. But speaking of the crossbows, the difference between the crossbows and these elite Veil Longbowmen is, well, one, they have crossbows, but they're also, both are armored, both have shields, but the crossbows have maces, blunt weapons, as opposed to the elite Veil Longbowman's sword. And you would think that the fire rate's significantly different. The crossbows will definitely fire way slower than these elite Veil Longbowmen, and they'd probably have to be closer too. Same issue that these elite Northern Archers are having. But when it comes into the melee, even if the elite Veil Longbowmen have a bigger number, well, the mace that the crossbowmen have, if it comes down to that point when we get to the melee, if the elite Veil do have a larger number of units remaining, will the mace versus their heavy armor make enough of a difference to actually win them the battle? Now, as you can see, we won this battle significantly. There's still 112 elite Veil Archers remaining, and all of the enemies are dead. Every single one of them. That's it. Alright guys, stand by while I move to the next battle. Okay, we are back. As you can see, once again, we both have 150 units for each side. Okay, we're going to charge him. I have the Raven Tree Archers. He has the Veil Archers. Oh, this is not the best map for this, but it will allow for some melee combat to happen, hopefully. Tell him to stop firing. I will do my best to give the Raven Tree Archers a chance of a good UI. AI, I mean. Okay, he's out. They might line up. Raven Tree Archers aren't going to get a distinct range advantage early enough. Already lost one unit, so we'll tell them to fire at will now. One elite Veil Longbowman killed. Two. We'll get out of the way. Now, it seems the elite Veil Longbowmen do have a slight advantage because they have a hill, so I might try one more map after this. You see, it's close, very close. Now, just to prove to you guys, as I said earlier, it's the max. It's everything is where it can be. I haven't made it any harder than it possibly is. If you do not know how to change your battle size past the battle size cap, let me know, and I will just send a comment, and I'll tell you exactly how to do it. It's really easy. Now, if you guys want to know how to have custom battles like this, I will tell you it takes a little bit of time. But I will make a video on it if you want to do this for yourself. Oh shit! We're taking arrows again. Better get out of the way. Full view right here. It's extremely close. It's too close, really. In all honesty, I would say that the Raven Tree Archers have a better bow, but when it comes to general, just all around which unit is better, it would definitely be the Raven Tree Archers, just because they have melee. And if it gets down to like 20 for both sides, well, 40 for both sides, I'll show you guys. And the reason why the Raven Tree Archers are doing so much better, even though the opponent has armor and they're taking less damage, is the Raven Tree Archers are so accurate. They're the most accurate archer unit in the game. I've done several different tests, and they're just by far extremely accurate, almost ungodlike, like they have aim hacks or something. When the Elite Veil Longbowmen aren't all that accurate. And see, their numbers are starting to run low, so they decided to start rushing forward. I mean, we're getting shot at. Try to hide a little bit better. Dismount. Maybe they won't shoot at us much anymore. You can't see us. We're not in our field of view. Is it down to 58? Oh, they have reinforcements. That should have not happened. But okay. I'll take that. It's okay. So Raven Tree Archers wouldn't move, even though they started going to melee. Raven Tree Archers would not move. The shields are allowing them to actually get closer to the Raven Tree Archers. The shield and the armor is too much padding, I would say, I guess. Too much armor. Or distant armor. But even with the reinforcements, you see that the Elite Veil Longbowmen have now entered melee combat. They rushed forward, and they're just too heavily armored for the Raven Tree Archers to actually finish them off, which is why they would make the better general archer unit. And we're still taking shots. But I mean, it could still be either one's game. The reason why the Raven Tree Archers are killing, though, because I believe they do use armor-piercing arrows. So let's go see. Oh, there we go. Finally got hit. Oh, second time. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to find any arrows. What about that one? That's probably one of theirs. And that's basically what won them the fight. So Elite Veil Longbowmen, you could say it's the best archer unit in the game. Now when it comes to overall range, you guys would have to want me to test the Elite Veil Longbowmen versus the Crossbowmen. I'm not sure which faction they belong to, but the only difference is one uses crossbows and a mace, and then the Veil unit uses a longbow and a sword. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned a little something. Hope you can hope this helps you with your campaign. For all those who are playing Clash of Kings right now, if you do not have the mod, there'll be a link in the description for you to get it. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure to put combos in the comments, and I will make it happen. See you guys next time.